clearly I'm not very prepared for this because I've got a bloody. I haven't got a War Thunder. Fucking. Alright, so I wasn't. I put in the description like there may be swearing. Whoa. That there may be. So I put in the description that there may be swearing because like might be playing. They might be playing later on with some people, and generally there's a bit of language used. But we're gonna just try and. I haven't really set this up well yet. I'm just having a bit of rice, so we'll properly get started in a second. I'll just turn on desktop audio. Some music going in the background. Oh wow. This music's shit. This music sucks. Right, so War Thunder has a 12 gigabyte update. So that's kind of frustrating. Alright, so instead of doing War Thunder, what we're actually going to do is we're going to go and we're going to do some trains. So I'm just going to edit. Trainz 19, route building, Proserpine, sugar mill. Yep. So I'm not gonna wait that long. TRS 19. Trainz 2019. There you go. Right. So we're gonna have a change of plans. So we're gonna be playing. Trainz just updating. War Thunder has a massive. It's a 12 gigabyte update. So I'll be route building on my Proserpine. Instead, same link. So right, let's go to update on the Insty. Seeing that I've changed my plans. I might as well actually switch to a cover image that is related to this. Where are we? Which picture do we want? I want this one, which is way. What's going on here? Wow. Okay. Look at how big. I'm gonna turn off screen one. Screen one for some reason was on. Just dragging it down to size. There we go. Just gonna. Do you want that photo? Wow, I had no idea that it would be such a huge difference. Although the Trainz photo would have been taken at the same resolution as my screen, and this is my camera resolution. This is Loco 9. I want it to be a picture of 9. Maybe this one. Is that better? Yeah, okay. We'll take it. We'll take 9. We'll take 9 like that. There we go. This is Loco 9. You can't see my mouse. Trainz 19 is good. So Loco 9 is... yeah. Loco 9 is my favorite Loco. For a couple of reasons. Let's try and find the map. There we go. For a couple of reasons. Number one is a Baldwin Loco, and you got... So the main kind of... At Proserpine and a lot of mills, there's kind of like 3 main Loco manufacturers. Clyde, Baldwin, and then you kind of got the 40 tonners or the rebuilds, which are rebuilds of ex New South Wales 73 class locos or Queensland Rail DH class locos. There's also Mackay also has IMCOs, which are just this whole other thing. You got the Clydes are quite small. They are pretty powerful, but they aren't super powerful. The 40 tonners are massive, and they're pretty powerful. And then you got the Baldwins are kind of in the middle. Comment also has locos, and Baldwin also made some smaller 060 locos as well. I think Petrie at Nambour Mill was a Baldwin 060. I know that there was at least one Baldwin 060 at Nambour Mill. And then yeah, so Comenge makes 060s as well. I don't think they made any Bobos. And so this is a Baldwin 26. I don't know the exact class of it. And Baldwin's kind of in the middle, so they're pretty powerful as well, but they aren't super massive. So they're like my favorite Loco, just because they are kind of in the middle. They also sound cool. They yeah, and they're just pretty awesome. And also my dad was a cane train driver for a while, and he drove 9. And so 9, this is 9 post being rebuilt for a second time. First time was in 2004 after crashing with 10, which is the other Baldwin. And then the second time was last year, when Wilmar gave her the all yellow scheme and the RSU or remote shunting unit, which allows it to be the locos to be remote controlled, which is pretty cool. I'm still waiting on the map to load. Right, I should probably open up my phone so I can just go here for a moment. I'm just going to finish off my rice, and hopefully the route will have loaded by then. So I've polished off my rice. Jeez. I'm gonna keep the smooth jazz just rolling in the background. Let me bring it up on my phone just to see. Quite like it. Nice and smooth. Smooth jazz. War Thunder's still got an hour 20 to update. I might play that. TRS-19, as you can see, has decided to load itself in. Yeah, it's a bit of a chonkus route. Pretty massive. That's because it's the entirety of the Proserpine sugar mill system, which I'll bring her up on Google Maps for you, just so you can see. This is good music. So you can see exactly like how big this map is, how big this route's gonna be. Because you know this is a whole 24-hour full-on railway operation. It's not. We're not messing around here. This is massive. So you can see, for any of you who don't know where Proserpine is, so I'm from Proserpine. This is Brisbane, obviously, which is where I currently reside while I'm studying at the University of Queensland. Now usually I refer to it as in reference to Mackay, because most people seem to know where Mackay is, also known as Mactown, Cracktown, for obvious reasons. I don't know why, because everyone kind of knows where Whitsundays are. So it's here. So this is... So we're talking... 914 straight line. So this is Proserpine here. We're just gonna zoom in. You can see it's a tiny ass town. Ooh, this is nice. Tiny ass town we've got here. This is the mill yard, obviously. So just to, we'll go down here. So the sugar mill kind of, dominates. You can see it pretty much everywhere. I don't know if you can see it over on Renwick Road. Yeah, no, you can't really see it from it. You can't really see it, like everywhere in town. Oh no, there you go. Yeah, it's easier to see when you're there. There's a whole ass school here, by the way. Like my school that I went to is here, where these grass fields are. Like they've, if we go on the maps, you can see it's a whole flippin' school. So tiny ass town. All these are cane fields. I actually was up this way. I'm telling you exactly where, but like, so I wasn't in the town. I was up on the farm. So the cane railway. This is how big it is. So we're going. So this is kind of where it ends. Right, that's Wandara Road there. So Foxdale line ends here, the line that ends here, this line that ends in here-ish. We have a line that goes to about here, line out here, we've got lines down this way, and then of course line that goes all the way down past Bloomsbury. So, you know, from the top of network, let's see, Red Hill Road, well that's Coolidge Road, so you know, 40 something k's, decent, and that's, and of course, you know, it's not a straight line. If you want to drive from one end to the other, and then you go down like that, and then you got to go like that, and like that, and then you got to go down there a little bit, you know, end to end, you're looking at, you know, a lot of kilometers of track. There's probably easily 200-300 kilometers worth of track, maybe 200 kilometers. No, so this is quite a, yeah, and I just realized I don't have, what an absolute idiot. Alright, that was genius. I'm gonna bring up screen 1. Where are you, screen 1? Turn off stream cover. There we go. That was an absolute genius moment. Right, this is now that you can actually see what I'm pointing out. So this is Proserpine. Here's the tiny ass town. There's the whole ass school. This is Google's street view of it from like 2010, yeah. It's pre-Cyclone Debbie as well. See the mill, is it just through here you can see it? I don't know. I spent so many hours over there, I should know. But you can see, you know, the mill dominates the skyline. See it there, smoking up. And so the line that we're viewing goes. So we're currently working up here at in Foxdale. So this is where I've done some work along here, and working along down here in Foxdale. But the whole line, so it goes, you know, it goes all the way out to here in Port's Pocket, and there. Yeah, the line goes out, of course, Foxdale, all the way through Gregory River, all the way. We have one that goes out towards Preston, a line goes through here, a line goes to Strathdickey. Of course, longer line that goes all the way down to Bloomsbury, and it's down here. So there's quite a fair amount of track, and just for those of you who don't know where Proserpine is. Once Google Maps loads in. This is Brisbane. So there's Airlie. So Proserpine's right next to Airlie Beach, so you know, that's kind of where we're looking at. Right, I'll chuck the cover back up. Dropped a few frames, that's right. I'll bring up TRS 19. That was bloody clever. Let's have a look. Zoom in all the way in. So you can see we're doing work. We're not actually in the town yet. Now I'm working with a DEM file, so there's lots and lots of data in this map. Just checking to make sure my thing's on. There's lots of data in this map. As you can see, I've got satellite images underneath, so that's what I'm doing the fields, basing the fields off. And so I've done some work here, Red Hill Road siding. This of course being Red Hill Road here. And this is Coolidge Road. And this is the magical time of the year where they've cut this particular field because when you're driving through here, it's really annoying because this is a blind corner, you can't see anything. It's especially annoying when there's haul-outs. Once that's cut, it's great. There's a few corners like that. I think it's one of the more unique things about living in a cane farming area is, you know, the road conditions will change depending on what fields are cut. Depends on how much you can see. And you of course got this way is Riley Road, and this is Wandara Road. And I've also got the main line in here, so this is Foxdale. So you might have seen some of my pictures that I've taken here on the Instagrams. See if I can't flick one up for you now. Let's have a look. Where do we want to go? Culture Riley Road. No, that was good. That photo of mine of the Spirit of Queen. Oh, I don't have it on here, do I? Maybe. That photo of mine of the Spirit of Queensland, which I've got. Okay, open. Photo of mine, so I'm just going to show it. So this is the same location as where we're working right now. I'm just trying to find a different photo, which I don't think is, because it's on my drone, because I took the photo on my drone, so I go straight from my drone to my phone, unlike most images which go unlike images I take on my camera, which go from my camera and they go onto my computer. Right. Let's just have a look at this. This is also the same spot where I took this photo. There's way easier ways of doing this, but whatevs. So yeah, it's one of my favourite spots, and of course it's not going to look exactly the same. You know, it's as close as possible without being too stressed out about everything, and of course I can change some stuff around and go back and redo things. The hardest thing to redo, to change, is terrain. So if the terrains are redone like it is with the EM files, well, that's not a problem. So it looks like we might be doing some more thundering later on today. But yeah, as I was saying, so terrain is the hardest thing to redo. Once terrain's screwed up, and like your distances between things are screwed up, it's hard to go back and redo things. But you know, moving objects and updating objects isn't too hard necessarily. Of course, there are people who will disagree with me, who have completely different opinions. Very popular Trainz YouTuber, which many of you will know, Approach Medium, he went back and completely rebuilt, and he's currently in the process of rebuilding the Pennsylvania and Berwyn, because that was broke. And of course DEM files aren't perfect, as you can see here. Coolidge Road is flat. Let's see if I can bring dash cam footage of it. Because it's flat, so it's not perfect. So DM files are not perfect. But I'm using a lot of, you know, my memory and all that kind of stuff to kind of help, you know, make sure everything's as close as possible. And I've got lots of photos. Alright, let's just... So I'll bring up screen 1. So as you can see, super flat, and there's Red Hill Road there. So this is like right in the early stages. I think even before the crash, maybe. And I'm coming back from doing a tip run. So this is Wandara Road. Right, so this is a railway crossing. And so this is the cane field I was talking about being cut. You can't see anything. And this is Bruce Highway. And this is, so this kind of, this video is actually good because it shows the two areas where I'm building, which is along this area. And so I've been using this video footage and photos to, which is why I took it, to help me kind of see where everything is. This is Nicholas siding to our left here. So yeah, as you can see, DM files are not perfect. They are, however, you know, still pretty bloody good. Now we should probably move on to what you're all here for. And that is some brick building. Or maybe it is for this smooth ass jazz. Alright. I don't actually know the name of siding here, so this is part of, I'm heading back in a month. And part of what I head back is, one, I'm gonna take some like marbles and like put them on the road and see which way they roll to see how accurate the slopes I've got are. As you can see, over here, over here. So you can, this is, so the dash cam footage I just looked at, so we started here, this is where the tip is. And so, you know, I'm just having a look, see, alright, how accurate is this, how much of a slope is there? It looks good, it looks correct-ish, and that's kind of what I want. Yeah. The main thing is, I'm only correcting the elevation along right next to the tracks, so along the tracks and right next to the roads, because, you know, right next, when it's in the middle of the field, it does matter. So you see these, like in here, rises up and down and whatnot. What the heck is this stuff doing here? Should not be there. No, that doesn't matter to me. It's only the stuff directly next to it, like on the tracks. Because along here, the track work, I mean, yeah, so you can look at that, just look how much this changes. The track work here is comparatively good. I have it on good, oh shit, just dropped my seat all the way down accidentally. I have it on good account. First, good knowledge, good reference. That track work at Prosi is some of the worst out of all the mill networks, so yeah. Alright, I want to keep on building here, or do I want to go work? Let's go and do some work over here. Let's see if I can connect them up. There's the start of Wandara Road. Does it have the ending point? Does it have the bend? There is. No, that's that place. It's 6 Mile. Yep, so this is Wandara Road here. It does not have the bend. Well. Means it must be time to grab out the old Google Maps. So I'll head on over there. Of course you won't be able to see what I'm doing. I hope that this is also a bit informative and a bit of a learning experience, so you can see how routes come together, the work goes into it. Maybe pick up a few tips and tricks. Of course, you know, I'm not the best route builder around. There are lots out there who are way better than me. I would like to think myself as a good route builder. I think the routes that I build, 607 meters, the routes that I build do what I want them to do. They fit the purpose. Everyone has a reason, different reason why they play trains, why they build routes. For me, I love operations, so I want to be able to replicate realistic operations. A challenge here is going to be so yeah, I like to be able to replicate realistic operations. You know, not everyone wants to do that, of course. There are some people who just get pleasure purely out of driving, and there's nothing wrong in that. That's if you want to do that, go ahead. But I don't really. You know, if I feel like that looks like Wandara Road. Yeah. If I want to sit down and drive a train, I'll play Trainz Sim World. If I want to haul a huge load of freight, I'm going to be firing up Trainz Sim World. This road might actually be perfect for my... I don't know. Let's bring in Content Manager. I don't have to go to JR website. Let's just hop on the JR website for a sec. was I saying? Yeah, if I want to just drive a train from point A to point B, I'll play Trainz in World where it's prettier and it sounds better and the cabs are nicer. You can get up and walk around, that kind of thing. If I want to oh wow, they got a lot more stuff. If I want to if I want to, you know, get all my run it pretty much like a model railroad where I've got to get all these individual wagons from their point A to their point B, I'll go to Trainz because like I'll play the P and B, which is a fantastic route because there's a lot of industries on there that produce and then receive. So and there's multiple yards. I'm like right. And it's like the ideal route I was looking for. When I think of American routes, that's what I want. So and that's kind of really what I like. You know, you've got alright, this wagon, these sets of wagons need to go to here. This set needs to go to there. Alright, so now you've got to put a train together, and then you've got to go. Alright, we got to make sure that there's enough power, so there's enough locomotives, there's enough, and it fits within the lengths. Max allowable lengths, so on, so on, so on. So I'll do that, and I can run it, and that means I can just run a railway however I want, and I can have crazy lash ups or whatnot. Jesus. Yeah, I can have crazy lash ups or whatnot. And yeah, just run it like a real railroad, and that's the same kind of thing I do with the cane stuff as well. Some of my routes get released before lots of people would release their routes. Go away. Before lots of people would release their routes, I release my routes because I drive them. You know, NQ Sugar, there's a lot of areas that don't have any scenery, and you'll notice that it's very flat, and that's just because I just wanted to build sidings and do operations. And you know, the scenery is coming along. Bloody hell! How do I go away? Oh yeah, that's why I stopped, because I was going to do this. Pack. I should have it, so I'd, yeah. Let's go and fill in. Let's go and do Riley Road quickly. This is where I got my first. Oh yeah, it'll be the technically first train of the crush I got here. Siding, spruce siding, I think that's, yeah, spruce siding. So this is where I got it first. First train of the crush, first time out, came along here. 10. I had already got 11 though. A few weeks earlier, coming back from driver tuition. Oh, I've already done Raleigh Road. Good for me. JR Road's gonna come. Yeah! Absolutely. No, Oz. Yeah, Oz Rural Highway. Rural Highway. Right, let's have a look. For along this stretch, it's a bit of. I don't. When these got redone, it was very very awesome. Because they are so good. Done by... Oh, they were done by Scratchy. I've missed some. I think some have been uploaded since. Some have been updated since I last, since I originally downloaded them. So, might use this road set. If it isn't too wide, is the only thing. It's good, there's a big gap. Because the thing is going to be, we have to be able to fit in the 2 siding tracks. Bit of 9 just to see how. 3 meters sounds right though. Yeah, we're gonna do it then. We're gonna do this. Alright, the download's coming along. I need a drink of water. I'm playing curling tonight, so. Important game as well. It's absolutely very important game. Lots of implications in terms of how the finals are going to play out. So that's kind of why lots of people won't give a crap because it's curling and Australians don't understand it. Yep, so around the corner. Well, one, they lost. But yeah, there's a lot on the line tonight in terms of how the finals will be played, who's gonna play who. If we win, then it's gonna be excellent. It's gonna be a pretty good position. If we lose, we have to hope that the correct team on the other sheet wins. Because if we win, but if we lose but they win, it still keeps us in that same good position. Hopefully, depending on how much we lose by. So there's a lot riding on tonight's match. It's only my second comp as well because I'm new to sport, so. Yeah, that's gonna be enough room. So if I could win my second comp, that would be super awesome. Alright, let's see, what are we gonna use for the curve? That's way too clean. Might have to use Can't see. Oh yeah. Alright, I'm gonna need the satellite images to load in. I think they're quite. Where the heck is this? Whoa! Yeah, I have no idea where I've gone and plugged myself in. Satellite images have quite a lot of data in them, so that's why they started going down a bit. What's this? Oh yeah, this is the tip, which is flat, which it's not. Sport treatment plant, and this is the back end of us. You can see here I've adjusted the tiles. Yeah, it's meant to be a river here. As you can see, there is no river here. But we will use this bridge. I don't want to use a bridge. What are we looking for? A bit faded. Faded, not single. We want the broken lines. There we go. That maybe. That's probably your best colour. Match. A little bit of a straight here. Line up with the tracks and then we'll grab the height. We'll grab the height and we'll match them. Oh shit, wrong one. We'll grab the height and so we'll grab the height and we'll match them. Very nice. Something very. Yeah, the road is super close to the tracks here. The tracks aren't done correctly. There's something, very, very cool about building an area that I know really well. Nice extension out to there. There we go. Tracks not lined up, or does the road just get closer and closer? Who knows? Just go straight on there. This is a pretty good stretch of road. You can go pretty fast on it. For a rural road, yeah, you can easily, safely pull 100 on this bit. Not a. Up here, I wouldn't. I generally top out at 80. Although, if no one's else around, because you've got to slow it right down, pull over to one side. So you're like half on gravel, half on actual asphalt, which is then problematic. Because, well, there's gonna be a imbalance in friction, and you do that suddenly and fast, and there's a drop, and you go, you might, yeah, not good. Not what you want. And here we'll have the tip, so we'll work on that next, actually. We'll just get our height sorted for this corner here. the road and the tracks are at the same height, so. Are these at the same height? Or is there a difference there as well? No, there's a difference. 3669 would be our chosen height. 36.69. Very nice. Let's see, which height should we go with here? We'll pop her up, but they are descending here. 36. Oh no, they're climbing 3689. Sorry, they're going at that 3687, 3692. We'll go for the lower height for now. Let's run the corner. What are we looking at? 3693, 36. So we'll go for 3690. 93 here as well. And then another 3669. And that should pretty much be us right down along here. Just so we can get what it's going to look like. What the heck? Alright. Might be some differences that we have to work out with the track here, but apart from that, hopefully we can increase the dip along here. I'll just have to have a look back through my reference photos at that. So I'll bring up the files and then I'll switch it over so you can see what I'm doing. What are we looking for? No, not cane post, cane train hunting, and excellent. Let's have a look. Alright, so there is a slight height difference between the road and the track. Looks that. Let's just fast forward. Well, this is a very useful view. Because it shows us a clear height difference of quite a fair few centimeters. So we'll probably drop this. Maybe we'll go for the full 30 centimeters. 38. Yeah, let's try that. We'll flick through to our later photos. And we might have to work on the road different. I think we'll have to go for a narrower road spline along this bit. Maybe not. Through here we go. This is the photo I was looking for. I could have just zoomed down view, which doesn't really do much. So there's a slight difference. Still a little bit of a dip there, but I wouldn't. I'll drop that down. Maybe. Alright, let's just throw this in there. And we'll see how that affects the tracks. The tracks seem relatively unaffected, except for along here. It's a bit closer, so we'll just bump up the spine height to match the track, and that'll be good. Just posting a smart ass remark. In there. As you have to do. That does look a bit better. Of course, I'd like to put in a bit of a drop here, but there are limitations, unfortunately, for Trainz terrain, which means that you can't really do everything that you want to do. And I just realised that I have not switched back to what I should be on. There we go. I think I'll be what am I doing tomorrow? I completely forgot about the rest of the week. The rest of the week exists. It's been finishing uni, and now, you know, now that I'm not procrastinating, I'm actually, I'm just like, well, what do I do with my life? There we go. That'll be a bit better. Yeah, you lose once uni's done, and there's no, you know, living away from home, and so there's not that family time or that my parents hounding me or that kind of thing. Yeah, you begin to lose track of time. Alright, let's just build the tip here. And we're gonna switch to the correct layer. We're gonna lock this layer. Fence. Actually, we should probably bring up a search filter. Make my life a little easier. Just gonna switch smooth jazz. Something a bit new. I think it's the same stuff. Let's try this. If I want to load. Yeah, so everyone's just gone the same bloody stuff and... Excellent. That's great. Alright. Google Maps. We're going to use Google Maps. We're also going to use... This is a really awesome tool that I use. Queensland Globe, because it's got, and I really wish I could get DM data from it, and I wish I could get DM and my satellite data from Queensland Globe. I might be able to, I just don't know how. Because it is so accurate. Alright. This is looking good. This looks pretty good. That looks right. Yep. Alright. Let's have a look. Fence. 1942. This stuff. This is the exact correct fence. Right, now we're going to look for garbage. Garbage truck. What's the garbage truck look like? Garbage bin. All these trucks are tiny. Alright, I'm just gonna stop. Trash. Let's look for a trash bin. Ew. I'm looking for like those in big industrial bins. We'll just look for bin and I'll go check the DLS bins. Ah! Ballast bin wooded, blah blah blah. Ah. I don't even know what the heck that is. Should be some kind of indicator. Intriguing. Oh, my jazz stopped. My jazz stopped, that probably means my internet's dead. It still says we're good. Yeah, alright. Oh, this is station. Bingo! Man, probably it's a fence. Right, well something's out of scale. I don't know which. Something's out of scale, I don't know which one it is. Yes, that's done nothing. Right. Queensland Globe. Probably what's sucking all my bloody internet power. No, I'm gonna bring up the... Nope, I want raw footage. They aren't huge bins, so it's probably the right scale. The fence is probably just too high. So to fix that, so what we do now is we get the bins lined up correctly. As correctly as we can. don't need to be perfectly lined up, although that what just happens to be. There we go. Right. Now let's fix up the fence. Is that the correct height? Yeah, that'll do. That's kind of the motto of Trainz rebuilding. That'll do. You're never gonna get it perfect, but you can get bloody close. I mean, some people will try to get it as well, and you know, there are people who will make everything, who will model everything. To try to make it perfect. But it's never gonna happen. You're never gonna get it 100% perfect, and that's kind of the point of. That's the way I model. Anyway, is, you know, you're gonna be able to look at this and go, oh yeah, I know what that is. You know, if I set out, oh shiz, if I set out to make a 100% accurate, perfect model, perfect replica of of the area, I would never finish it, because I'd spend all my time, you know, just trying to get everything is, you know, down way too precise. I need to be, it's like, I don't need to do that. Instead, I can get it so that, you know, you show it, and I've shown many people, shown a few people, you know, early versions of my original attempt at doing this, and they've gone, oh yeah, that's definitely Proserpine. So you know, that's kind of the recognition that you're going for. I'm looking for JR Road. Damn it. Yep, that's compatible. That's alright. There we go. that. Oh, now is there a colour difference? Is there a colour difference that big enough that's worth noting? Not really. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say yes. And it's not gonna be worth implementing because apparently they aren't compatible with each other. Which is pretty annoying. Nothing I can do about it. Yeah, this has definitely come together really well. I'm happy with this. This is where we're building right now. I want the grass layer. If I think big roads and grass layer. Oh well. Where we're building right now is probably, you know, well, Foxdale in general is probably one of my favourite areas. Because it's just, it's proper country. It's proper back country, farm roads. It's just a really, really pretty place as well. Really nice place to be. Yeah, I'm gonna stay here. It's a really, yeah, a really nice place to be. Texturing this particular spot. I don't know if that's the correct grass texture that I've been using. Now let's see if there's a good JR dirt texture. Man, I don't think. Let's go to jointed rail. Let's see what they've got for me. Senior Adams. Right. Finish stretching out. Alright. Smooth. Smooth jazz. Maybe they should texture back. I mean, that might work though. Although I'd more call this a gravel. That's actually a decent texture. PBR gravel. Wait, no. That scaling is. Nope. Oh, that's just. That's just too. No. Right, this is probably the best texture. Definitely what I'm looking for there. Yeah, let's take that. Maybe, unless I've already got it. Remember me. This is like really good. I feel like it's really good background music for doing. This is really good background music for like Trainz streams, really calm, chilling. Look if I use it for War Thunder. Right. Yeah. It's gonna deal with what I've got. It's taking too long to download. I like this. This is good. You know what I haven't checked? What I think might be. Yep. Alright, now let's get, say. This. They're good like you. One. In my opinion, there isn't a wrong or right way to use layers. I just, yeah, do it the way I choose to. Is that a lightning flash? Might have been. I haven't got any of my lights on. Usually I have it open, but because I'm recording, being right in the center of the city, it's kind of loud. Let's see what bomb fire warning. Bloody hell! Marine warning. It doesn't look like there's anything. Nothing in the area. This is nuts. Alright, go back. Yeah, I don't think there's a right or wrong way to use layers. It's just however you want it, really. Let's see if there's like brown garbage, black garbage bags. Wow. You can get really PBR garbage bags. Oh no. Oh. I'm just gonna quickly save because I just realized I haven't in a while. It just froze me. I was like, ah, crap. That would have been bad. It must be. Alright, it must be those. Cool. No, we got these. Gotta tell you, pro tip. Make sure that the bag's tied up properly. Before you take them in the back of a ute. Oh shit, it's on the wrong layer. Yeah, on the detail layer, are they? What's this? What layer is this on there? Alright, let's just... I'm I accidentally went to session now. I've not done that before. That's new. Root layer. Oh, because I didn't lock the root layer. Rookie mistake there. But yeah, what I was saying. Make sure that all the bags are tied up properly before you you take it down the highway at 100 k's an hour, because the bags might come loose, and then you might have a problem where garbage is flying everywhere. Which is not fun. So don't do that. Bags. Yeah. I mean, this is really an interesting area because all kinds of vehicles are used to take garbage to the tip. Utes, cars. I've seen someone rock up. I've seen. Yeah, hang on, it depends. I have seen people rock up on quad bikes. That was funny. Right, that's good. Now, are there any electrical poles in the area? Cannot. Yes, there are. Where do they go? Now, I just feel like that's gonna be. Let's see if we can find a map. Map of power lines in Queensland. That would be interesting. Let's see if I can find. Yeah, this is coming along. Rather nicely. Pick up a screenshot there. I'm thinking of using my webcam. I do have a webcam, so I'm thinking of using it in future streams. Right now, my room's, one, super dark, and two, a mess, and three, I'm still wearing my pajamas, so it's not a good look. So hopefully this should give me pretty accurate, maybe it'll even give me more data on the types of lines, so that they'll help me. Power line. Nope. Power line. Wow. This is impressive. And a very useful tool. course, it's not loading in the area. Alright. Alright. Power line. We are using the Victorian power lines because... ah, shit. They look cool. The best we got. So we're using them. Bloody layer list, so I could find out. I found that power lines, they kind of they help make a map look, a route look more realistic. Yeah, that looks right. They help make a route look more realistic, which is really important. How tall are they? Which is really cool, important. You want to have a realistic route. So many different types. These are weird looking lines though, these ones. Oh, I wish that there was like Queensland ones, but there are not that I know of. There might be. They're just not in my possession. Central energy, central energy, central energy, central energy. So these are all different things. Tells me very little. Righto. And unfortunately, Google Street View doesn't exist. At least I don't think it does. Does not exist down Upriver Road. So, that's that. Thankfully, what does exist is my extensive collection of photos. Video footage. Hello there. Just proved very useful. Right angle. Oops. Nope, I went to power post line. Please feel the right. I'm in details one. That's alright. Just gonna take this all the way down there. I'm gonna lift one of the power poles up. That one, or this one up. And which one's the tall boy? Up, and we'll put him up a bit. There, and straighten. That's gone almost perfectly to where it should be. Almost, not quite. Oh, how long have we been streaming for? An hour and a bit. Not bad. Oh, War Thunder is getting close to finishing, so I think I'll switch over and I might stream that, I might not stream that, depends on how everything goes. I might not even play that much because I've got to prepare for tonight's game. And of course it's Wednesday, so it's the day, it's shaving day. So, because I do not, apparently I cannot grow a beard, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Well, it just makes shaving more annoying because it's like, yeah. I just want to see if my place is, place is on the map. How detailed is it? Let's see. Yeah, that's not where I live, eh? That's next one over. Wow, this is quite impressive. Very extensive. Anyway, so I think we might bring this stream to a close. It's been fun. There will probably be near daily streams for the next month or so, maybe. Depends on how I feel. Production value is slowly increasing. Today, of course, I had my smooth jazz, which frankly is something that is properly appreciated, maybe not even appreciated enough. I was out a couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks ago now almost. Whew. Five of my mates, it had quite a lot. I'd say the next day was not a good day to be me. It was one of the more excessive nights I've had. But you know, I know where my limit is. So it's always good to know how much you can push it. Anyway, we're walking through South Bank. And we encounter this gentleman who we'd already encountered earlier that night. Maybe 40 minutes, half an hour earlier, if not less, in the CBD. Carrying around a speaker. Quite a large one, quite powerful. And he's playing some absolute garbage music when we ran into the city. But we run into him again on South Bank, and he is blasting the smoothest jazz. Absolutely. Really, we had a chat to him. He was a lovely guy. Awesome guy. So yeah. Smooth jazz is where it's at. And hopefully Oh, it will be back next time we stream. Hopefully, it might be War Thunder. It might not be War Thunder. If you want to see more of my Trainz stuff, you can. Jazz stops. If you want to see more of my Trainz stuff, you can check me out on Instagram with Sunday Transport Photos. Is my main account in real life. Well, prototypical railroads, buses, city cats, cane trains. Sunday Trainz screenshots being my Trainz account, and of course Nick Blue City is my more personal account. I also have a fair amount of photography, really nice photography on there. Want to check it out? This channel is Athletic SB Gaming. There will be an Instagram coming for that shortly. You can also find me in the Twitter sphere at Nick Blue City. I recently got back on board that train. Partially because TransLink reposted one of my photos. They used one of my photos on there to advertise the kitty cats. And then also I want to kind of see how the next little while plays out in terms of a certain US president over the next few months. It's a free comedy show. No matter what your stance is, it's gonna be nuts. You gotta agree. Yeah, you can find me there. Hit me up. Send me a private message. You can hit me up on my Instagrams. I try to reply to everyone as much as possible. Hopefully we'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have put out a bit more warning. Tomorrow, yeah, hope so. Hopefully we'll be back and we'll be able to do some more thundering. Depending, of course, on the weather. It's nice weather out. I might take a trip to Toombul, pop the old drone up. That's all for today's stream. I really hope that you've enjoyed it. I suppose most people watching this will probably be watching back. If you've watched through the whole thing, bloody hell, good on you. Chuck us a subscribe, or like, subscribe, whatever. Be greatly appreciated. Again, this is the Athletic Aspie. As a channel that I'm Nick Sainsbury. You can check out my other channel for more prototypical stuff. Anyway, that's it, and we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Goodbye.